Hi there, good morning. Oh, have you got lots of snow, Jill? We have got some, but the roads are clear. You know, the roads are clear. It's not bad at all. Although I'm not going out anywhere, so that's fine by me. Hi, Linda. I'm just going to keep chatting on here because I'm just waiting for a little coffee to be. Well, I say a little. It's probably in my big cup. I'm just waiting for a coffee to be delivered by Craig. So, and then we'll get started. Good morning, Fiona. Good morning, Anne. Yeah, we've got a bit, but even the road on our estate's completely clear. But I don't know if you've seen the view from my craft room from the back of our house, but it goes over all the moors and, well, it goes miles of view. And you can see Baildon Moor and Baildon and Otley Shevin in the distance to one side. And it's just lovely to see all the fields with snow. It's really nice. I try and take photos of it, but it just never does it justice. Fiona, you'd like a tea? Does it do delivery? Hey, Kayla, glad to have you on. Hi, Sandra. So we're going to be doing week 5 in a moment when I switch the camera around with the Snowy Wonder. How appropriate for today. We're going to do a hill with some houses on and some snow. That's very appropriate. Never has the weather matched my card quite so much as today. So, yeah. Oh, the doggy's coming in now. Does that mean Daddy's coming up with a coffee for me? Thank you. You're on camera, Craig. Here he is. Waiter service. Thank you very much.
No, anything else?
No, that's fine. Just pop the door closed. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a good show. Free me, help me, soothe me.
Right, Beulah, come and lie down now. Come on. Okay, I've got my nice coffee. Okay, so yeah, it's nice and snowy, Kayla. It's a really exciting day today, actually. I might send you a message, Kayla, and ask you what you've ordered, but we can order from I call it the spring catalogue, but really it's called the January to April one. We can order, normally it's the beginning of December, but they brought it forward a couple of weeks, well, just less than a couple of weeks. And we can order now. Sadly, not everything is available, which I suppose is the price you pay when you do change the dates, for us in Europe anyway. But I always love the spring catalogue, I'll call it that, and the celebration, because I'm a bit fed up of the Christmas cards by December and November. So I love it, and there's some lovely things, and I can't wait. Sadly, one of my favourite papers, which I have advertised yesterday for Coffee and Card Round 45, can you believe that? But they aren't available just yet. It says next week, but there's plenty more, and there'll be some new online exclusives. So I can't wait to catch up with my crafting. What a polite delivery man. Or so yeah, so I finished Sister Act on Saturday. We did 2 shows on Saturday. We did 5 performances last week. Went really well. The Monday night rehearsal was a bit the technical run, and I thought, but the dress rehearsal went great. Wednesday night, first night audience were fantastic, and it was nearly full. Thursday night dipped a little bit. Then Friday night's audience, that was full. Just, yeah, nearly 500 people. Just standing ovation, crazy. Then Saturday matinee dipped a little bit because you've got an older audience, and then you've got young kids and things like that. And then Saturday night, phew. So yeah, it was absolutely bananas. Shattered, but in a nice way. I don't really get the after show blues anymore, which I'm lucky about, because I'm happy to be at home now on an evening. I'm happy to be catching up with my craft stuff. So I spent a couple of hours going through the new catalogue yesterday and deciding, oh, I've frozen. I froze then, sorry. I spent a couple of hours yesterday going through the new catalogue, deciding what classes I'm going to do, what I'm going to use for my retreat, etc. Because I want to be really, really organised and planned out. And I think if I tell people what I'm using, then people can make shopping decisions elsewhere. So yeah, don't be sorry about being late. You've got everything available, Kaylee. You are lucky, because my favourite papers, those birthday ones with the gorgeous colours, aren't available here. But apparently they're going to be in next week. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm waffling. Okie doke. So today we're going to do like a zigzag card, and I have found the original card. I think I mentioned it to you that my lovely friend Michaela sent me for my birthday in July. And here is the original card, and it works really well with the Zoo Crew papers. So if you've got these papers, then there you go. So I just loved it. And you know what? I've used it for quite a few different designs this year, different papers and things. So we are going to be doing it on Saturday. I've got my Yuletide Village class on Saturday, just waiting for the postie to come and collect the parcels for that. So this is a card I've done, same design, completely same design, but using the Yuletide Village. I think it works really well with this. So you get like part of the scene and then the rest of the houses. So love that. And we're going to do that card today. No, Beulah, no. Come on, Beulah, come under here. Come on. She's been a bit naughty today. So we are going to do this card today. However, I'm just going to lower my camera because I realised then I was really far away. Let me just move the dog under there. Come on, good girl. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. I've given you green, but I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna have a go with some different colours because I'm not entirely happy with how these don't pop out from those papers. So I thought I might mix it up. Okay, so let's go through your card pack. And this one you only need the papers, but if you have got the stamp set, you may prefer to stamp the trees and everything, and you could stamp that lodge going over there. So in your pack, you have got a normal card base, but I've not done anything to it because I'm going to teach you how to do that. Then you've got a garden green. Now I'm going to switch mine out for Poppy Parade today. You've got a garden green mat all there, and then you've got a basic white one that goes on here. Okay. Morning, Jackie. If you want to go on YouTube, Jackie, there's a little bit more chit chat on there. Oh, it's a lovely stamp set, isn't it, Anne? Don't worry, Christine, you're here now. We've got a lot on this morning, 15. Ooh. Okay. And then you've also got this piece. Now, I don't know if it's quite square. You do need to be careful because it's cut precisely to be the same width as that white behind it. So just make sure you do have it the right way up, okay? And we're going to just move those. We'll lay them over the top of each other. We're going to just move those to one side for now because we're going to sort this front piece out. What we're going to do is we're going to take our trimmer. Now this measures 10.5 centimetres. Morning, Caroline. Whatever you are using, whether you're in inches or whatever, you want to be able to divide this in two. So this is 10.5, which means we need to score it, not cut, score. And it's a bit of a trickier measurement at 5.25. So in between 5.2 and 5.3. So I've scored it like that, yeah, because we're going to then fold it back. But first things first, we are going to cut it at an angle, and I have specifically cut it 5 centimetres up from the bottom. So I am going to put a little dot on that outside edge there, because I'm going to cut from there right across to the centre of the card. So you're going to cut across those 2 panels up to the centre. So I'll show you how that looks. We're going to put it in our trimmer on an angle. We're going to find the centre piece here and our little pencil mark. We're going to line those up in the guide, in the cutting guide, and we're going to cut like that. And then we end up with that. It's hard to see because it's white, but there you go. All right. Now, I've used the snowflake one background, but which is on the back of that piece. But I'm going to go with something different. I'm going to go with this one, this petal pink one, just to see how it looks. Now, what you need for this is these strips. I'm just going to double check myself. Oh, I was going to tell you wrong. Yep, 4.7 wide, 4.7 centimetres. Okay. Now I'm just going to cut a couple of strips of these. I've done 2 at 4.7 wide. Okay. I'm just moving that out of the way, but I do still need it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this here on the design. I'm not sticking it yet. And I'm just making sure that the left-hand side, the right-hand side, and at the bottom, I've got it sort of equal. It might be easier to do it like that, actually. And then I'm going to take that pencil and I'm going to just come down where the diagonal is, the same distance, so it's about 2 or 3 millimeters, yeah, from the zigzag line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that. So we're not really measuring these pieces once we've done the width. We're actually using the card, okay, as a guide. And let me just show you what I mean, what it should look like. It's easier to hold it. So then you should have a little gap like that, okay? Oh, you found us, Jackie, on here. Okay, so we want to repeat that for this bit. Now, sadly, oh, actually, no, that's good. I didn't know if that angle would be right, but it looks okay. So where we've cut that point there, we can use that, and then we can just do 2 little lines on a straight at the bottom there. So that's going to go there like that, okay? And then not forgetting, we actually have to do this, excuse me, we don't have to do that one on the back, we have to do this one, which is why I cut the 2 pieces, because we need one for this one. So again, I'm going to pop it in here to measure it. Like that. Okay, and just make sure you get the right ones. I'm just keeping my hand on that one. I'm gonna. Oh, it was the opposite. No, it isn't the opposite one. Right, I'm gonna glue that down. Hi, Carol. Good to have you on live. I think a lot of my clients watch the video first and then make. Some people make as I go along. If you miss the measurements, it's tricky for me to go back, but you can watch it on catch up then in your own time. So I have got a class on Saturday. It is going to be a pre-record. I haven't done it yet, but it's the Yuletide Village. So if you have the stamp set, then feel free to come spend your Saturday morning with me. There we go. So I'm using, as I say, a different paper. I'm using the Petal Pink. I'm going to see how it goes. So we've done that. So when it's like that, when it's folded. Okay. So remember we put those pieces to one side. As I said, I'm not going to use the garden green. So what I will do is, I measure that, I think I know what it is. I'm going to cut it from some Poppy Parade that I put here. That's going to go. I just fancied it a little bit different, okay? Just a very small border. Right, so what I'm going to do is, this is going to be our hill, this piece of white. Now, if you've just joined us, make sure you get it the right way up because it is cut to fit exactly. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to cut, don't freak out about this, I'm just going to cut like a hill. And I might end up trimming this, it might be too steep. Okay, little hill like that. And then we're going to take those little snowflake stamps. So if you don't have the stamp set, if you've got snowflakes from another set or a background stamp, then feel free to use that. If you haven't, you can have a plain background. You can get a water brush and get some ink on it and you can flick to make it look like snow. I'm sure there's all sorts of other things you can do. I was going to do a combo of dark and light ones. Because I recently re-inked this, as I mentioned last week. And just keep checking, see if your hill covers. There, we've got enough now. Look, plenty. Okay. And then I'm going to take a blending brush. I've just closed that ink pad up. Now, I did re-ink this. So this is going to be quite inky. I don't mind getting my desk dirty. I do clean this regularly if you're aghast at what I'm doing. I've had it forever, this backboard. Oh, my coffee's shaking. So I'm just doing this to make it pop a little bit. Quite a lot there, and that will sit on there like that. Okay, our little snowy hill, which is what I can see a lot of out of my window. Now what I'm going to do is cut out a few trees and houses. So I've got my paper here. Right. Just going to position them in as I go along. That's quite nice. They're attached, but the tree sort of, how it cuts out, sits over the top of the hill, which is quite a nice effect. Doesn't that look cute? Oh, it does look cute, that. That would actually look nice just as the front of the card, I think. And that's one's going to go there like that. So I'm happy with that. Happy how that turned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down, but I'm going to leave a little gap at the top. I'm not going to go quite up to the top. to allow the space to tuck my little houses in. Some of them have to sort of sit beneath the hill. Oh, sleep well, Kayla, and I'll catch up with you soon. Drop me a message and we'll have a chat. There we go. I love that. Oh, right, I'm going to have to go and get my charger because I thought I'd got enough battery. And I haven't, so it's used more than I thought. So I'm just going to get my laptop charger. The dog will probably move. Come on, go back. Go back, good girl. Go back, good girl. Just plugging in. Oops. It uses a lot more than you think when you're live streaming. Okay, we're back in business now, and the dog's back under the desk. Okay, so I was just showing you that. I think that'd be nice for the front of a card, actually. Okay, so I'm going to pop this here. So we just have a tiny pop of Poppy Parade, a pop of Poppy Parade popping through there. And then that can go. If anyone's wondering, Kayla is in Tasmania. So she's about 12 hours ahead of us. Okay, now, where I wasn't happy with this before was this bit. I felt like they didn't stand out enough. So I was going to change that up. So I've got the little penguin here ready to cut out. And I think I am going to 3D these up. Now, it's entirely up to you, but you might want to reinforce them a little by sticking them on some white card and then cutting it out again. Just so they're a little bit stronger if you're going to put foam pads on. I just don't know how these are going to look against. I think the paper was a bit busy. See, that looks a lot better. Stands out more already, doesn't it? So I'm going to get a little snowman. You know, sometimes you do make a card and you do make a card and you're not happy with it. I'm going to use a tree from here. Fair bit of cutting out today, folks. You see, those snowman's arms are a little bit thin. I do think that if I did lay that up, it wouldn't be good, because they're so thin for foam pads and so little. So I think I'm going to keep these flat, but because I've used a different paper, I do think they stand out more. Well, I know they definitely do. I could stick the snowman to some white card. But again, the snowman's hands are just a little bit small for a foam pad, even a mini foam pad. I can't wait to see people's interpretation of this card, because you could do lots of different things on the front. Okay, not done any stamp. Oh, I have done stamping, I'm lying. I'm going to use Season's Greetings, and I don't think it's clean, so we'll give that a little clean. Oops. So you might, I'm not telling you how to do your card, but I do think my original design doesn't work as much as this, so you might want to change up the background paper. Okay, there we go, all done. I've got 17 of you on now. Amazing. Thank you. And if you are watching on replay, please do leave me a comment. I've just replied to all my comment. Well, I'm saying all, handful. I don't get a lot of comments on YouTube. I've just replied to them. So, yeah. So bookings for the next coffee and card I've had to close because the house bundle, this punch is actually, it was going to close today anyway, but I checked this morning and it's not orderable. So that starts 2 weeks today, 3rd of December. And then the next one, which is round 45, which is a gorgeous one. It's so up my street, gorgeous colours, pinks, peaches, pale greens, really lovely spring colours. It's actually with a bundle called Wildflower Birthday, but I don't think that name suits the brief because they're not wildflowers on the papers. It's got birthday cakes on and balloons, and it's a wonderful set, and that will start on the 21st of January. I've not got it yet. I can order it from today, but not the papers, sadly. But it's got number dies, and they're really nice, which I think a lot of people got them years and years ago, but some of my newer customers haven't got a decent size number dies. So that's really good. And that will be starting on the 21st of January. So here's today's card. I do think it works a lot better with the slightly plainer background. So I can't wait to see your versions. As I say, bookings are open already for the next coffee and card. Currently planning all my 2025 events. I've got online bingo, bumper bingo for Christmas, but it's not Christmas cards. We will be using some new stash, which is on the 18th of December. And my retreat weekend in April, I've got seven spots available for that. Oh, thank you, Christine. Well, I did get this from my friend Michaela. I think you missed it at the beginning, but I shared the original card that I got from Michaela for my birthday. I don't have a big desk, but gosh, I put things away, and then I don't know where I've popped them. Oh, it's here. So I don't know if you missed this, but this was the original card I got from my lovely friend Michaela using the Zoo Crew. Now, I did scribble away a few packs of these papers to do some reasonable price classes. So that was the card from Michaela. And then I've made a Christmas version of it for Saturday's class and for the treat day that we did a couple of weeks ago. So it is a class on Saturday, Yuletide Village. It's all online on YouTube. You can, and I did get another card from Michaela actually, because I've been having a tough few weeks. I don't know if you saw, but Craig got made redundant on the 1st of October, which is nothing to do with his kidney operation. The company went into liquidation, so he didn't get any redundancy payout from the company. He did get a minimal payout from the government, which is help, but not only for sort of a month and a half. But anyway, he's decided to follow his heart and play the piano. So he started last week and he's been emailing out care homes, hotels. He's got a few bookings. It's coming in nicely now. Obviously, it's not anywhere near matched his income from before just yet, but the potential is there. So, and is a lot happier, which is great. So, if you are in the area, he's actually playing at a nursing home in Silston and Christine on either Christmas Eve, I think it's Christmas Eve, or the day before Christmas Eve. He's doing them a Christmas festive tunes on the piano, which is lovely. He's actually booked up a couple of days in the run up to Christmas. So yeah, that's good. So my friend Michaela sent me this gorgeous card to say just a note to lift you up. So yeah, sometimes, you know, we look at these sets, don't we? And you think, oh, when would I use that greeting? Da, 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 da. And hang in there. And obviously Michaela made this, it was with last spring summers, and, you know, kept it to one side, and then had a friend who needed a cheer up, and then had a card to send. So yeah, that was a gorgeous card from Michaela. Very grateful for lovely friends. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the date. Springbank, I think, rings a bell. Potentially. So yeah. Right, ladies. Okay, we've been. What time is it? Oh, it's nearly 11:15. Okay, I'm gonna have a cup of tea, and I'm gonna carry on doing some planning of classes. I'll be doing a spring catalogue at launch event that will take place early January, so do look out for that. And some more scrapbooking classes. Oh, actually, let me show you that before I go. For anybody who's interested, because we have new scrapbooking ranges out. So I have a group for scrapbooking, and on Facebook, and I'm doing a monthly class in there, and I will just share with you the layouts that I did last week using similar well, matching products to what, oops, that's my ruler, matching products to what we've used today. So some of them are very simple because I'm following the Stampin' Up's guidelines. So I've not finished them fully, but this is, oops, let me just put my camera up again. This was one that I followed it exactly, and it's our doggy's first Christmas. And I need to journal in here and maybe think about putting a title in using some alphabets die cuts. But this area here is for journaling. So these were followed exactly to the instructions, and you do get some wonderful printed coloured instructions. So if you're in the UK and you've not joined my scrapbooking group yet, then please do. It's the Paper Haven scrapbooking group. I can hear the dog munching on something, but I can't see. What are you doing? So you do get really thorough instructions. It gives you cutting guides, and then it shows you how to put your pieces together. That's why, yeah. So this is this one, but it says explore, but I'm not doing explore because it's just Beulah in the kitchen. And then it says snow, much fun, but it wasn't a snowy one, it was Christmas. So I shall use something else, but that was one layout that we did. And then this one is of our Christmas dinner, although I didn't get a photo of Craig and I, which I'm a bit gutted about. And again, this is for some journaling here. Lovely feature of the, I don't know if you can see that, lovely, that's real life, the milk carton there in the background on the side with the oven gloves. So yeah, just to show you what the kits can do. So I'm looking forward. We do have some more new ones coming out in January, and some of them will match the items in the mini catalogue, and they'll be available to see in December. So I'll be sharing that with you soon. Oh, this was another one I did, but it wasn't from the kit. It was just a random one that I did of the first time Beulah saw snow, which was last December. And I used the papers that we've used today. Ah, that's good to know, Anne. I can't wait to see the new kits. Right, I am going to crack on and make a cuppa, and I will see you next week. Thank you for watching. I'll bring the card back in. There we go. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I need to say next week is this, but unfortunately, well, fortunately, I won't be here. So it will be a pre-record, which I'm sad for the last one, but that's just how things worked out. So we're going to do a shaker card next week. So when you open your week 6 bag, please be careful. You should have some little, I did everybody a pinch of snowflakes in there. So that's next week's. And it will be a pre-record. Okie doke, have a brilliant day and I'll see you soon. Bye.